today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 18.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Nashville. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. The Jaguars had 14-2 heading into this final week, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To the air again, Newton. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Geno. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. That pass taken in by Burks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. That's taken in by Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Play action. It's Newton. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. That's good for 28 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception, capping the drive. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
From the 27, Smith, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Geno down to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
To throw again on second down. Newton, he'll get that underneath ETN. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Monty Rice there on the tackle. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Newton. Open man is Kirk. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense and the win column.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. Room here to run. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Smith now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now the Titans getting set to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing now is Geno. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
To throw is Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The Titans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Newton's throw caught by Higgins. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Newton now to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Newton throwing again. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception, capping the drive. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Smith. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Henry's got it, out on the left side. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Smith. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Newton. Quick slant caught by Kirk. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Newton. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Smith. Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On now is the Titans punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Now it's Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Able to find Higgins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Etienne up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare.
And he loses the football the 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 38. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Newton. That one complete downfield to Kirk. Down inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Etienne. is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
On first down, Smith. They set up the screen for Henry. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. To throw is Smith. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. Setting up the screen for Haskins. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A give running right, Etienne. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56.
Another tote for Etienne. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Etienne. And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense set to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Geno on first down. It's complete. Burks. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Newton. Steps away to his left. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's Newton. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Jaguars continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Josh Allen coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. From just shy of midfield, Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Now Geno. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Smith's throw is on target to Burks. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Geno now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Smith on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. To the 43, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On second down, ETN once more. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. One last throw here for Smith. He's up to the 20. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jaguars, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up